Welcome to Sociology Vibes, where we simplify challenging ideas into easy to understand insights. Today, our focus is on the sociological explanation of the social class system in the United States and its categorization by sociologists. In the United States, sociologists describe social classes like a ladder. Some people are at the top, others in the middle, and at the bottom. Social class is more than just about wealth and income. It includes education attainment, the type of work people do for a living, occupational prestige, and power. One social class status impacts lifestyles, how people live, work, and are treated in society. Let's look at the social class categories in the United States. Upper class. The upper class is the richest 1 to 5% of the population. Sociologists classify the upper class as old money and new money. Both classes of people enjoy tremendous access to power, wealth, resources, and opportunities that influence society. Old money refers to families whose wealth has been passed down over generations and sometimes is referred to as blue bloods, term used to describe families with long histories of wealth and high social status. Because this wealth is professionally managed and invested, it continues to grow rather than run out. This is why some families remain wealthy across generations and live off assets and trust funds. These families have long-standing social connections. They attend elite schools, belong to exclusive clubs, and interact with influential families and social networks that help maintain their powerful status. There is a cultural expectation associated with old money called noblesse oblige, which means that those with wealth and privilege have a responsibility to give back to society through charity or public service. Often, this type of charity work comes with its own social status among the upper class. Unlike new money, old money families often value privacy and avoid displaying their wealth openly. New money refers to individuals who have recently acquired wealth, often through business, entertainment, or technological innovations. They have significant financial resources, but they may not have the same long-standing social connections or history with elite schools, networks, and social expectations as old money families. Because their wealth is recent, they are more likely to show it off through conspicuous consumption or visible spending for people to see, including yachts, luxury cars, mansions, over-the-top vacations, and jewelry. Upper middle class. People in the upper middle class are characterized by their advanced education and occupations requiring advanced degrees. Examples include occupations such as doctors, lawyers, and engineers. People in this social class enjoy high-paying jobs and autonomy in the workplace, meaning they have more control over how they do their work, make decisions, and manage their time. This autonomy is important because it can reduce stress, increase job satisfaction, and give people a greater sense of control and purpose in their daily lives. People with autonomy at work are comfortable speaking up, asking questions, and negotiating with authority figures. This carries into other areas of life, including parenting. Parents pass this confidence to their children. Lower middle class. People in the lower middle class typically attain some higher education and work in white-collar or semi-professional jobs such as teachers, administrative assistants, nurses, and lower-level managers. They often work in similar environments along with the upper middle class types of positions, but with less authority and autonomy. Instead of having authority, they are more likely to carry out tasks, follow instructions, and work under supervision. While their jobs offer stability and a comfortable lifestyle, they have less control over their work and fewer opportunities for advancement. Working class. This class includes people who work in a wide range of jobs, including skilled trades, service work, and manual labor, such as construction workers, mechanics, electricians, and plumbers, And some of these jobs pay well. What defines this class is their dependence on the health of the labor market and economy. Their financial stability is closely tied to consistent employment. This means that when the economy slows down, jobs are reduced or industries change, and working class individuals are often more vulnerable due to financial hardship. Working poor. This class includes people who are employed but still live at or near poverty. Their jobs are lower paying, less stable, and offer little to no benefits. They are often part-time, temporary, or unpredictable, making it difficult to maintain consistent income. Many individuals in this group work long hours or multiple jobs and still struggle to cover basic needs such as housing, food, and healthcare. What distinguishes the working poor is not just their low income, but a high level of economic instability. Their financial situation can change quickly due to reduced hours, job loss, or unexpected expenses, leaving them with little to no safety net. Examples include fast food workers, housekeepers, warehouse employees, and other service or gig-based jobs. Underclass. This category is used to describe people facing the most extreme and persistent poverty, often combined with long-term unemployment or unstable work. American sociologist William Julius Wilson argued that this condition is largely the result of permanent changes in the economy, such as the loss of stable jobs in an industry and the concentration of poverty in certain urban communities. People in these communities have limited access to opportunities, infrastructure, and networks that support upward mobility. People in this class can face multiple barriers, including limited access to education, healthcare, stable housing, and employment. They are often the most economically vulnerable group in society. Now, this idea of learned helplessness means that its repeated exposure to barriers and lack of opportunity can lead to feelings of discouragement or disconnection and generational poverty. Sociologists emphasize that these patterns are shaped by structural conditions, societal conditions, and not individual choices. Sociologists are also cautious about using the term underclass, as it can be misleading and stigmatizing. Instead, they focus on the social structure and organization of society that produces this persistent inequality. Social class status has a significant influence on our lives and life chances or opportunities. And studying the social class ladder helps us understand why some people have more choices and stability while others face barriers. And this awareness also helps us see patterns in everyday life. And once you see these patterns, you're in a better position to question them, challenge them, and advocate for greater fairness in your own life and community. And that makes sociology worth exploring further, don't you think? Thank you for watching. Be sure to comment below with your thoughts, questions, or any topics you'd like us to explore next. Let's keep the conversation going and our community growing. See you in the next Sociology Vibes video.